this one, we got some yapping to do. We got some talking. I'm gonna get right into it. I'm not going long talking. I'm not gonna give you too much intro talk. We gotta talk about it. Guys. We got some problems. All right. Former Nintendo sales lead predicts Switch 2 price increase. I can't disagree with this, and I can't say I'm surprised. Let's be 100% honest. The way things have been going with the RAM prices, because of the rapid adoption of AI, this does not surprise me in any way, shape, or form that this is happening. Nothing confirmed. This is just a former Nintendo sales lead speaking on this, but they're saying with all the price of the RAM shortages and price of SSDs going up, I've seen some people talk about the price of SSDs going up almost $300-400. Like it's insane. No price. This sales lead didn't give a price that they think that the Switch 2 will go up to. No one said anything about that. But I mean, I'm not surprised to see this kind of news. I'm not surprised to see this being what the gaming space and the gaming market has turned into. And here's where I have to yap about it, because this is where I get frustrated and this is where I get annoyed, because it's inflated. Where I get annoyed is the AI adoption isn't really that much. Like, as someone who works in IT and I see what people are actually using AI for in the workplace and in their personal life, people really aren't using it that much. Like, they're using it mostly because it's forced upon you. Like, especially if you look at like the workplace, like Copilot, if we're being 100% honest, Copilot's just packaged with Windows 11. You don't really have a choice in whether you use it or not. You can turn it off, yes, but it's still installed on your device. So they can take those numbers and say to the shareholders that we have sold, or it's being used this much, and then some people will go out and go buy the Copilot license and actually use it. So then they can say we have this many people actually paying for the service. And it's going to get to a point where we cannot move through our days without using AI. So we're going to have to, like, I don't know what we have to do, because I'm at a loss at this point. I don't know what to do anymore. It's gotten crazy at this point. So yeah, I mean, the Nintendo Switch is going up. If I had made a prediction, if I had to make a guess on what it's going to get to, I can easily see this device, because it's sitting at $450 right now. It's $450 for the Switch. I mean, there's a couple game packages for the Switch 2. I mean, there's a couple packages you can get with like Donkey Kong or Mario Kart. I don't know if you can get Donkey Kong anymore, but you can get like a Mario Kart and Pokemon Zod, like it says right here, for $500. You can find those in certain places. But with the way AI is being forced upon us, essentially, so, I mean, you still have the choice of whether you try to actually get into it and actually join into the ecosystem. You still have the choice right now, but essentially it's being forced upon us in a way that we can't really escape it. So all you're going to see is these kind of devices, like our consoles, our current gen consoles, the prices are going to go up. And I honestly think the prices are going to continue to go up, mostly because they're trying to set us up to be okay with how much they're going to charge us for the next gen consoles. Talking about the PlayStation 6, the Xbox, I think it's Project Helix right now. I think that's what the current working title is right now. I could look it up, but I don't feel like it. With Steam Machine, like these consoles that are coming out here pretty soon, I think we're gonna have to just have to reframe our mind to understand that those consoles are not gonna be under under $800 for base models. I think the Switch 2 might still stay around like 600. I think that's what, if I had to make a guess, if I had to make a prediction, I'd say they probably stay around 600, maybe 650. I say the upper end that they would try to put this at would be at 700. And I think it would happen right before the holiday season if I had to make a guess on when. But it's coming. I do believe it's coming. But these other next gen systems, like we were talking about, like I said, the PlayStation 6, I don't think there's any chance that system comes in under $900. Xbox might try to undercut it and go 800 for their. No, they won't. No, they won't. I can see it since it's supposed to be a hybrid PC Xbox type setup. I can see that easily being $1,000. Easily see that being $1,000. Not even without even a second thought. It'd be easily $1,000. So with that news in mind, here's another reason. Here's some reasons as to why I think the price is going to go up. Because I hear a lot of times you hear these people that make these predictions, but they don't really say anything as to why. So I want to put some of my thoughts as to why I think this is what's going to happen. If you go and look at the Switch sales in comparison, I think, and this data is from February of this year, February 2026. You go and look at the Switch monthly sales, and they've got the Wii, DS, the Switch, and the Switch 2. The Switch 2 is almost at, and this was in February, it was almost at 17.5 million units sold. Or sales, I should say sales. That's how much money it's made off of it. Like they're making money hand over fist compared to when they sold the Switch. The Switch, by I think it was month 9, was only at, I would say probably right above 7.5. Like they're making their money, and they're making their money handsomely off this device. And that's one aspect of it. They're making their money. Okay, cool. But they've got, in April alone, they've got four games coming to their system that people are going to want to play. Now, I don't know if we're going to want to play them on the Switch 2 more than they're going to want to play them on other devices, because a couple of these are multi-plats like Pragmata and Mouse PI for hire. And I'm not as familiar with Darwin's Paradox or Amnesia Rebirth. I think what we're seeing here is they're getting the games that are coming to their platform. And with that being the case, like they're getting the games, and let's not forget about Dusk Bloods. I don't know if any of you guys know anything about that or heard anything about that, but Dusk Bloods is a From Software game that's going to be a multiplayer Souls-like, but it's a Switch 2 exclusive. It is on no other devices, no other platforms. And I've seen some footage of it. I've seen some footage of it. I've seen some gameplay from it. That game looks good. So with me knowing that information, knowing that the Switch 2 has that, now also we can't forget about this, and I'm gonna talk about it. Mario movie just came out on Wednesday. It's gonna do numbers. Mario movie, it's gonna do numbers. My opinion, it wasn't that good. That's just my thoughts on it. It wasn't that good. I think they dropped I'm not gonna say they dropped the ball, but I wasn't a fan of how that movie went. But that's all I'm gonna say. I want people to still go out and go watch it, because it's gonna do numbers. It's setting up something from what I can tell, it's definitely, I would say it's mid. As far as like a story goes, it's pretty mid. But I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna let that one go. But you got these things, like you got all this stuff, all this momentum for Nintendo. Without that being said, I'm not gonna lie. Your boy went and bought one. I bought one on Wednesday, actually. I went and bought a Switch 2. Because the way the market's going, I have a PlayStation 5 that has gone up in value since I purchased it. Now I have a Switch 2 that's probably gonna go up in value since I purchased it. My PC that I'm running off of right now has already gone up $500 in value since I purchased it. I haven't played any Switch 2 like direct games yet, because I didn't buy any games with it. I just went with, because I just bought it on a whim. I had some extra money. I said, you know what, I'm gonna buy it because it seems like everything's gonna go up in value with these consoles, current gen consoles. They're gonna continue to raise the price on them. So if I buy it now while it's cheap, when it goes up in value, my used one I could probably sell back to someone for the same price that I paid for. So it's almost like I'm renting the system, as if I want to get rid of it. I don't. If I want to keep it, I can keep it, but I got it at the cheaper price. But yeah, I just honestly think we're gonna continue to see these things go up in price, and I have now made more money on. I'm investing, I guess you could say. And if I don't want to get rid of it, I don't have to get rid of it. It's as simple as that. I can keep doing what I'm doing. What is this thing doing? So yeah, that's my thoughts. That's what I had the app about. If you got some extra cash and there's a console that, I don't know about the Xbox. I don't know if the Xbox is a good investment right now. But if you, oh wait, well, the PlayStation one, it already went up. So that one you missed out on. But if you got some extra cash, I'd go get a Switch 2. It could be a quick flip for you. It could be a quick flip. Maybe buy it $450, sell it to someone when they bump the price up in like October, and sell it to them for $500, $550. Make $100 real quick. Quick flip. It could be. I don't know. That's up to you. But that's what your boy's thinking. So, now that we got all that yapping out the way, talking about Nintendo Switch and Nintendo and how this AI bubble is, I see signs of the bubble bursting though. That does give me hope. But I don't know. All right.